You can count on.
Feel like the one, feeling is stuck. This ain't no wop, that's dime in the cup. Light on my shoulders, I'm getting the rough. Money don't fold up, I feel like pock in the tub. Showered in gold chains, knots on me. They got the slices, I stay with the block of cheese. Broccoli pressure, both cost me 43. Hey, I stay in my lane, don't fuck with no one. Fuck with no one. Whoa. If you mad, hold your horses, I'm still going up. You cannot stop it, just sit back and watch it. I pull up in different whips, yeah, I got options. Don't play with that sneak dissing, boy, you childish. They see me in person, they wanna talk about it. I feel like I'm, who you feel like? I feel like I'm pocking the tub with the chains on. Whole lot of gold. They want me to turn it down, I gotta stay on. And never go out. We ain't dimming the lights, no. Going out like the bikes, 12 o'clock. Everybody eating over here, having more than one bite. Only the team get to play. Why? Only the team get to stay. Yeah. Silver spoon where they were with me. Dogs aggressive like they never ate. Savages. I was too quiet on the other side. Where they at? But I know they ain't plotting. Fuck with me, you die. No, I ain't playing. Telling me what? I don't give a fuck. They gon' talk when you down, they gon' talk when you up. I take what they say, along with the eighth. Kept me a wood, then I burn it up. Pocket the tub, chains on me. Feel like a thug, loud of guns. I got kickback, down your son. Still score when they foul, one. Need mine and some, plus. Spray on my body, rack, plus. Some say I changed, I'm racked up. Hit for the money, fuck who next up. I stay on my 10, ain't no taking me out. Got a blunt in my hand, one in my mouth. Some say I talk cocky, but this ain't no act. Say what I want, I ain't watching my mouth. I feel like I'm pocking the tub with the chains on.
Yo. What up? What's going on, y'all? What's up? What's going on? We got 8 people in the building, man. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. Shout out to my boy Slime. Shout out to my boy Chris. Both my guys in the building. What's going on with y'all? I hope everybody is doing well. I mean, I hope everybody had a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. You know what I mean? I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk nonetheless. You know what I mean? My boy Chris said hit the like as soon as y'all get in or I'm a KO you. You heard what the man said, man. Don't get punched over this internet shit, bro. Hit the like button ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's doing well, I'm gonna steer away from the whole Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney topic for now. You know what I mean? I'll still post as more information comes in and stuff like that. But we gonna talk about what's currently going on outside of that, and obviously it's gonna be uh, Teofimo Lopez versus Jamaine Ortiz, and some statements that Ryan Garcia has been putting out there according to boxing scene. You know what I mean? I'm gonna actually pull that up for y'all and do a share screen so y'all can see exactly what I'm seeing. See what I'm saying? Because it's sad. You know what I mean? It's sad, but we definitely gonna get into this nonetheless. Let's see where this article is at. Ryan Garcia says he over here just cooking that boy Oscar behind the scenes, bro. Well, not even behind the scenes, he's doing it publicly. And it's not even he not even trying to hide it, bro. He just making it clear that he don't fuck with his own promoter. But we definitely gonna get into it, man. He said productive until my back gave out pause. I mean, I don't really look at that as a pause. I give you the pass, my brother. You know what I mean? They ain't sound too crazy. You feel me? But we definitely in the building nonetheless. He said, we smoking that Brooklyn nigga T.O. bitch made Lopez. Well, from what I heard, there people from Brooklyn that said that T.O. ain't from Brooklyn. They be saying he from Florida. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. He claimed he from Brooklyn, but they say he spent a lot of time in Florida. So is he really from Brooklyn? I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. He probably was born over there, but really wasn't. He probably didn't spend a lot of like crucial time at that joint. He said that was shots at Rhea Notes. Oh no, how you gonna do your own mans like that? 10 people in the building, man. What's going on, Mimi? How you doing? We got 10 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. Josh Medina in the building. Yo, if you got time, man, you should come up on the channel right now. My fault for the last minute shit, but if you ain't got nothing going on or whatever, you got some time to yourself. I mean, I'll send you the link real quick and we could chop it up about some boxing. You feel me? If you got the time, Josh. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to force nothing if you ain't available. You feel what I'm saying? But Chris says by 7th round KO. Okay. T.O. by 7th round KO. He got him stopping Jamaine Ortiz. Um, we definitely let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, when is Teofimo and Jamaine fighting? Is it next Thursday? I believe it is next Thursday because I seen T.O. post something like 7 days away or some shit like that. So if that's the case, we a week away from the fight, man. We a week away from the fight, and it's a solid fight. You know what I mean? It's a solid fight between Teofimo Lopez and Jamaine Ortiz. Is it the number one fight to be made? Not really. Is it the best opponent that Teofimo could have possibly fought? Maybe, because everybody else seems to be caught up. You know what I mean? Especially in the 140-pound division, Subarel has an injury. You know what I mean? Devin Haney looked like he's in negotiations with Ryan. Rolly's about to fight Pitbull. You see what I'm saying? So all these guys seem to be caught up at this present moment. You feel what I mean? So I mean, Jamaine Ortiz, he's fought on top rank several times, came up short against some top ranked fighters, beat some top ranked fighters, got draws against top ranked fighters. So it makes sense at this point in time. You know what I mean? Jamaine Ortiz is another big lightweight as well, so I think he's gonna have zero trouble acclimating to the 140-pound division. There's only 5 pounds between 35 and 40 anyway. That's why like these champions are pretty okay with just bringing guys up in weight to fight them. You feel what I mean? Rolly just did it with Pitbull. You feel what I'm saying? And Teofimo's doing it now with Jamaine Ortiz. But let's get into both of these guys and what they bring to the table. You know what I mean? Teofimo Lopez, athletic, great reflexes. Or he said next time I'll get on. I'm laid up in bed right now, but I'm gonna stay tuned in, bro. All right, for sure. Yeah, we definitely gotta set it up. My bad for the last minute shit. But anyway, um Teofimo Lopez, fast, good, fast twitch muscles, quick is what I meant to say. He got fast hands. He's quick, explosive, powerful, good reflexes, athletic. You know what I mean? He pretty much got it all, and he has a solid skill set as well. He catches and shoots real well, and Teofimo has some pretty good timing as well. You feel what I mean? So Teofimo Lopez, and especially when he's focused, he's really hard to beat. Especially when he gets in the rhythm, it's hard to get him out of it. It's like how can I say this? Like 2K on 2K when somebody get heated up, they hit like 2 threes in a row, and all of a sudden they got the fire thing next to their name, and the next thing you know, they drop him 20 points in 1 quarter or whatever. Teofimo, one of them type dudes that once he gets in the rhythm and he's like really warmed up in there and everything's clicking, he's real hard to stop. You see what I mean? Jamaine Ortiz, on the other hand, bro, he has some boxing ability. He's strong. You feel what I mean? And he has I think the best quality that Jamaine Ortiz has is his will. You know what I mean? I think that he's mentally tough. You know what I mean? He got a lot of dog in him. I seen it and I knew it off of the rip when he fought Joseph Adorno. You know what I mean? That's one of the fights that I go to a lot when I think about Jamaine Ortiz and what he possesses, because in that fight with Joseph Adorno, he had gotten hurt several times. He had gotten dropped twice. He was being a little reckless, and Joseph Adorno is somebody who has tremendous power. You know what I mean? He has a pretty sharp left hook, just has power overall, and he's quick. You know what I mean? So he definitely was hitting Jamaine with some shots that Jamaine didn't see. And he had gotten two 8 counts that he was able to beat, and then he did not allow himself to get discouraged off of that situation, because let's keep it real. We've seen fighters get dropped in fights and no longer want to fight anymore. Sebastian Fundora, when he got dropped by Mendoza, he hit the canvas, he looked up at the ref, and he shook his head no, and he didn't bother getting up. Ryan Garcia got hit with a body shot against Tank. You know what I mean? And he shook his head and he stood down until the count was over. So he got dropped. I'm not gonna say dropped, but the ropes definitely helped Jamaine up, kept him up. The ropes kept him up, and he continued to fight his fight and continued to apply the pressure on Joseph Adorno, and he was ultimately able to get a draw because of that. So if it wasn't for the knockdowns, he would have pulled out the victory. If it wasn't for the knockdowns, he would have pulled off the victory against Joseph Adorno. You feel what I mean? But I think he's learned since then. He's beat a former world champion, Jamel Herring, and he did Jamel Herring dirty, man. You see what I'm saying? He beat some solid guys like Nair Albright, who Keyshawn Davis just beat in his last bout and had a tough fight with him. Jamaine Ortiz, solid overall guy. There's some people that believe he beat Vasil Lomachenko and things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? Lit Tiger, what up? What up? Mimi says, I hope Ortiz wins this fight. I can't stand Tio. Yeah, it's real hard to like Tio nowadays. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just seen like this little clip he put up. I guess he was getting an interview on some podcast, and he literally was acting. He got his little philosopher bag, that fake deep bag that he be getting in, and be trying to sound like he's so like woke and things of that nature. And a lot of shit he said literally made no sense, man. He was like, manifest. You know what I mean? It all starts with the man. That's why it says, man, I fest. You know, it's nothing against women, but you just gotta learn how to be a man. And like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? Like, I don't know how people just be letting them talk and they just be acting like they understand him. Like, bro, don't nobody understand what you talking about, bro. You the only nigga that makes sense. You literally the only person that understands the shit that you saying. You know what I mean? He fuck around, probably don't even know what he be saying for real. He just be talking. You know what I mean? He's probably just one of them dudes that like to hear himself talk. But regardless, yeah, it's real hard to like T.O. nowadays. You know what I mean? But I can't deny his skill set. And me personally, I do have him as the favorite. I know we got Slime in here who knows Jamaine Ortiz personally and things like that. So he rooting for his boy, you know what I mean, from the same hometown out in Massachusetts or whatever. But I think Teofimo is the significant favorite going into this fight because I think, and this is also with this being true, Teofimo defeated Jamaine Ortiz in the amateurs. Now I know that's the amateurs, totally different situation. They both grown since then and improved since then. You know what I mean? So it might not be the same outcome, but Teofimo did defeat this man in the amateurs at one particular time. You feel what I'm saying? So they actually got some history between each other. They're former foes, and now they facing each other in the pro ranks. So it's a solid fight. You know what I mean? It's something to tolerate for now. You feel what I mean? But I got Teofimo defeating Jamaine Ortiz. And the reason why I say that is because there are times in Jamaine Ortiz fights that I've noticed that he seems to get a little careless. You know what I'm saying? Like he seems to get a little careless and he loses focus from the defensive standpoint. He's one of them type dudes that if he has a little bit of success offensively, he gets greedy and he wants to try to capitalize and capitalize and capitalize and not really taking into consideration the shots that comes back at him. I think that he loses focus on his defense, and I think that there's going to be a situation where Teofimo runs him into a sharp right hand. You know what I mean? A sharp right hand that he might, similar to the one he hit Richard Comey with. I can see him getting cleaned up with a left hook. It's just I can really see him getting hit with a whole bunch of shots. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him get lifted up by uppercut by Joseph Adorno. You know what I mean? So that lead hand, he's susceptible to getting hit with. And Teofimo has a devastating left hook. So we got to be on the lookout for that. Hopefully Jamaine is focused. You know what I mean? Not neglecting his defense at all, because if he does, he might get counted out. You know what I mean? Or he might possibly get stopped, because Teofimo is a good finisher as well. And he's just coming off of one of the best performances in his career against Josh Taylor. You know what I mean? So he's extremely confident. Yeah, I mean, he probably just found a rhythm, and he's looking to bring that into the Jamaine Ortiz fight. So it's a good fight. You know what I mean? Is it the best fight to be made? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? It's debatable whether Jamaine Ortiz actually deserves a world title shot coming off of a loss against Vasil Lomachenko. But regardless, I'll be tuned in and I'll definitely be watching. In terms of prediction, I'm gonna watch Jamaine Ortiz a little bit more. I'm gonna study him a little bit more before I come out with a final prediction, which I will be posting on my YouTube as well. But I do have Teofimo winning the fight. I just got to figure out in what fashion he'll be able to do so. Because considering that Jamaine Ortiz got a lot of dog, he's never been stopped or anything like that, and he's just a mentally tough dude. it's hard for me to see Teofimo actually stopping Jamaine Ortiz. But like I said, there are some deficiencies in Jamaine Ortiz's offense. I mean, in his defense that Teofimo could really take advantage of. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Josh. He said Tio stops Jamaine around 8-9, I feel. So you see him going into the later rounds. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's possible. That's possible. You know what I mean? We'll just have to wait and see though. But yeah, that's my whole take on the fight, man. I think they could have did a lot more in terms of them promoting the fight. In all honesty, I think I would have loved to have seen Teofimo and Jamaine Ortiz actually sit down and go back and forth. You feel what I mean? If they would have did a little face off for the people entertainment, that would have been dope. But you know, Jamaine Ortiz is trying on his end, man. I seen him rip the paper with Teofimo on it, ball the paper up, throw it at the camera and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely willing to promote the fight. He willing to talk that shit, but you know what I mean? Top Rank, ESPN, whoever you want to blame, they did a terrible job promoting this fight. And I don't think it was by accident. I think that that was done on purpose due to the strained relationship that Teofimo has, due to the strained relationship that Teofimo and Top Rank has at this present moment. We already know, man, there's two fighters that have been showing signs of disloyalty when it comes to Top Rank, and that was Shakur Stevenson, who said that he said openly during the interview that he was looking into free agency and not limiting himself to Top Rank or re-signing. So of course, Top Rank and they'll feel like, all right, since you want to do that and you want to take that type of approach, yeah, I mean, we're gonna make you pay for it. And the way we're gonna make you pay for it is by not giving you the opportunities that you want and um not promoting your fights to keep your numbers as low as possible. So that when you do leave us, when you go to the negotiation table to try to get you a good deal, they're gonna look at your numbers and be like, why would we give you this much money or guarantee you this much money if you put it in these types of numbers? That don't even make sense. You know what I mean? So it's clear that Top Rank may not be capable of having somebody on their stable to defeat Shakur. So they're gonna try to defeat him in other ways, and that's to hurt his stats. You know what I mean? Hurt his numbers. You know what I mean? To devalue himself as a potential star in boxing. You feel me? So that's what they got going on. Teofimo Lopez, he's spoke out against Top Rank several times. You feel what I mean? So of course they're gonna have him fighting on a Thursday. That's their way of humbling them. They could have easily had him fight on a Saturday, even if it was a Friday, that would have been more acceptable because it's still the weekend. But you literally having guys fight on a Thursday when they have to wake up early the next day to finish off their week of work. You feel what I mean? So it's just that if you have a fighter fighting on a Thursday, your whole main objective is to make sure that they don't uh, maximize their potential in terms of the numbers that they could generate. That's just clear as day. You feel what I'm saying? I even said it on one of my videos that I had made about Shakur before he fought Edwin De Los Santos. And I said that Top Rank was purposely trying to undermine the dude. You feel what I mean? Have him fight on a Thursday, don't generate that much ticket sales, and then use that as a way to say that Shakur is not really a star or he doesn't bring anything to the table. You feel what I mean? So, and for those of y'all who's doubting that, you tell me, do you think that they would have Tyson Fury fight on a Thursday? Would they have Arthur Betterbeef fight on a Thursday? Would they allow John Beck to fight on a Thursday? The answer is no. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's say if they signed Canelo to a 3-fight deal, you think they'll have him fight on a Thursday? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just my take on the whole situation, man. But I hope that they do some type of solid numbers. You know what I mean? Hopefully they do some last minute promotion to get people hype. Somebody push each other on stage or talk shit to each other, get in each other's face. You know what I'm saying? Do something. You know what I mean? To get the people attention so you could clock in a few more views. You feel what I'm saying? Because as of right now, I just had to ask the people before I started talking about it when y'all was going to fight. Completely forgot your fight was on a Thursday. I knew it was sometime soon, but completely forgot it was a Thursday or it was this week coming up. You feel what I mean? I had to remember a fucking post that Teofimo had put up. I had to remember a caption that he put up on his Instagram for me to know that it was happening next week. So um, that's my take on that situation now. Um, let me see y'all predictions. Let me see y'all predictions on Teofimo Lopez and Jamaine Ortiz. You know what I mean? Because I still got to come up with mine. Yeah, I mean, I like to do a little bit more extensive research before I really come up with my predictions. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Mimi says Ortiz and 8 by KO. They got Jamaine Ortiz, KO, and Teofimo Lopez. Wow. Tio gonna send his head to the third row. That's crazy. This is Super Bowl week. There's not gonna be any money in Las Vegas on a Saturday night. Thursday was the best option. I mean, that's what you want to believe. You know what I mean? I think Thursday was the best option. So why couldn't they do it the following week? Did it necessarily have to happen on Super Bowl week? And if okay, so let's say this, right? Let's say this right here. So the Super Bowl is happening Sunday, right? The Super Bowl is happening on Sunday, obviously. So you mean to tell me them people are all the people that could possibly be in that area, they all flying in on Sunday, or would they be coming the weekend of? Like most likely, them people gonna be coming in Friday or Saturday. What if they don't have anything to do? You don't think they'll be pretty motivated to buy a ticket to watch the fight? You don't think they'll be like enticed to see some boxing before the Super Bowl? Because you already know they coming over there with a couple dollars. They just spent a bag on Super Bowl tickets, so you already know that they should be okay financially. So what's the chances that they ain't got shit to do that Saturday night? You know what I mean? They went out, they chilling on some shit, and they see that there may be some fights. There may be some fights going on. You think they won't stop by the ticket stand and try to cop 2 tickets to watch the fight if they ain't got shit to do? The more people that are in the area, the more of a possibility um they'll be intrigued to come see you fight. Somebody's gonna come and try to see or try to check out what's going on. Yeah, I mean, there might be some people there for the Marky Don. He says, I don't disagree. I would have had to fight the following week. That paid for a Super Bowl commercial for the fight. That's actually a pretty good idea. Now, from what I understand, slots for those Super Bowl commercials are extremely expensive. So that might not be in a budget, but I see exactly what you're saying. That actually would have been a pretty good idea. But I doubt that would have been a top rank or ESPN's budget because to pay for like a 30-second slot on a Super Bowl commercial is a shit ton of money. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of like the biggest companies like Bud Light and shit like that. That's the main reason why like those Super Bowl commercials be specifically about like these big ass companies. Slime says when Jamaine win, I'ma laugh at y'all. I mean, if Jamaine actually ends up winning, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna congratulate the man and I'm gonna bring you on the live to apologize to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you pretty much the only one on here. You and Mimi seem to be the only ones on here that's saying that Jermaine's gonna win. You know what I mean? But it's okay to, you know what I mean, be in the minority sometimes because you might end up right. This is boxing at the end of the day. If Jamaine move up to 140 makes a big difference the way Haney moved up. I got it a close fight with Ortiz getting stopped by 9, but if him moving up doesn't change his power or punch resistance, I got him getting slept in 6. Damn. Slept. Sh- Shout out to my boy Anonymous. He said, why do y'all think a knockout is so likely? Who has Tio knocked out at 140 besides that Ocampo dude? That's actually a pretty good point. That's actually a pretty good point. When I watched the Josh Taylor fight, it seemed like Josh Taylor got hurt a couple times in there with Teofimo Lopez, but you're totally right. He doesn't really have any knockouts at 140 besides that one that you was talking about. Then he stopped that Riojas dude. Was that his name? Let me see. Teofimo Lopez stopped somebody at 140. What the fuck was his name? Okay, so he's fighting Jamaine. Pedro Campa. Okay, so he knocked out Pedro Campa. I don't know where the hell I got Riojas from. I probably got that confused with another fighter, but regardless, yeah, since he's been at 140, he has a TKO over Pedro Campa. He has a split decision against Sandor Martin, which a lot of people believe Sandor won that fight. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the Josh Taylor, a pretty good performance that two judges had him winning 7-5, which is a competitive bout in reality. And then one of the judges had it 9-3, which is more of like the alleyway I had it in. You feel what I mean? But yeah, when Jamaine wins, y'all gonna feel stupid. Okay. Okay. And how you gonna feel if Teofimo sparking? Feel what I mean? It is what it is. They said it's $2.5 million for a 20-second commercial slot. That is insane. That's insane, bro. But you know what I mean? It may pay off it might be able to pay off at the end of the day because so many people watching. You know what I mean? But 2.5 million, that's definitely not in top rank or ESPN budget. That's what they paying the fighters for real, for real. You see what I'm saying? Like maybe if they was promoting like a big money fight like Canelo Benavidez or some shit like that, then I mean I will understand them putting that money up for promoting and shit like that. But yeah, for sure. Slime says it won't change. It won't change. I'm his power. Trust me on that one. When they rehydrate, Ortiz will be the bigger man. Watch. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Because, like I said, Jamaine is a big 135, but Teofimo not a small 135 neither. It's not so much how hard Teo hit, but how easy Jamaine get hurt. Jamaine got rocked by a jab by Loma. Okay. When Teo win, Mimi gonna have to apologize to me. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. What makes you so confident in Jermaine? You must be talking to somebody in the chat. You must be talking about Slime, but they actually train at the same gym and shit like that out in Massachusetts. So that's why he just rooting for the boy. That's all. You know what I mean? That's all that really is. I think if he wasn't from Massachusetts, I think he'll be a lot more objective, honestly. Bob would have paid 100K for a 3-second QR clip. Wow. But anyway, that's my take on the whole situation with Jamaine Ortiz and hold on, Teofimo Lopez and Jamaine Ortiz. My fault, y'all. I'm fucking tired. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But we definitely getting through it. So let's get into Ryan Garcia's statements that he made against Oscar De La Hoya. Now, before I get into that, did y'all see um Teofimo Lopez and Oscar De La Hoya? Yeah, I mean, just kicking it at Oscar crib and shit like that. Let me see if I can pull it up. This shit is loud as fuck. This shit kind of annoying me. But let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up right here. See if I can pull this up. Let me search for Teofimo. Teofimo Lopez. Yep. So let me share this screen with y'all. Let me see if I can share this screen with y'all. So this is so this is so this is Teofimo Lopez walking into Oscar De La Hoya's crib. You see what I mean? Walking into his crib. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit look legit, man. You could tell Oscar, I mean, he still got a couple dollars on him, you know what I mean, managing his finances real well. You know what I mean? Let me see if I could am I able to scroll through this shit? No, it's not allowing me. Oh, okay. And look, Oscar De La Hoya taking a picture with Teofimo Lopez. He's showing, I guess, his wardrobe with the gold medal he won at the Olympics and shit like that, which is pretty dope. Showing the Ring magazine title and the WBC title in the back. That's super dope, man. I love seeing that type of shit. You feel what I mean? I think he got that red John back there, one of his old fight outfits and shit like that, which is pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that is dope. I do like what Oscar De La Hoya accomplished in boxing. I did like him as a fighter. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even when he fought Tito, you know what I'm saying? I rocked with De La Hoya. Now when he do outside of the ring, that's what make him nutty. You feel me? But um it's pretty dope. But what I did notice in this joint, it looked like Teofimo Lopez got some what's this right here? It looked like he got like two sleepover bags. You know what I'm saying? Like he about to go stay over to Oscar De La Hoya crib. You know what I'm saying? I know that ain't going on. I hope. I mean, you from where they fighting at? Where is Teofimo and oh okay, they fighting in Vegas. Okay, so if they fighting in Vegas, don't you got a crib in Vegas? Was you living over there? What you got some stay over bags for? You know what I mean? Look like you packed the bag like you about to kick it on that nigga couch or something. You know what I'm saying? You better not be staying over Oscar De La Hoya house, man. You might wake up with your booty sore or something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the nigga you want to fall asleep around. I don't know. Oscar De La Hoya got some wild allegations against him, boy. I don't know if that's something you really want to get into. That boy Oscar, he a little nasty old man. You feel me? I don't know if that's something y'all really want to deal with at this particular time. uh, Marky Dan, he says Oscar is the P Diddy of boxing, but we all pretend like we don't see it. Shit, I don't pretend. I know what be going on with Oscar. I done heard some shit about Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that people don't know and some shit people do know. And Oscar, you know what I mean? He a sick individual, man. He a little kinky motherfucker. You feel me? You know what I mean? He like to do shit a different way than the average dude. You feel what I'm saying? Uh so yeah, man, I just find it funny. He got a picture walking in the Oscar crib. You know what I mean? Like that's a flex. Like he really in there flexing. You feel what I'm saying? Um, he trying to flex the pick. Like yeah, I'm walking into the crib with Oscar and shit. You know what I mean? Pack some overnight bags. You know what I'm saying? Pack some extra drawers in there. You feel me? That's the type of shit that he on. Um, so, for guy petite talking about Oscar likes men. I don't know though. I know he like. I don't know. He like getting his pooter played with though. You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard about Oscar. He like putting things in his rectum. You feel me? So if he like doing if he like playing if he like the booty play and shit like that, I mean, who's to say? You feel me? Who's to say that he wouldn't do something with a man? I don't know. I mean, he real close with B Hop. B Hop did a lot of time in jail. Yeah, I mean, you put two and two together. Who knows what they be having going on? You feel me? Slime said that Teofimo gonna have stomach hickeys. That's fucking crazy. That's some wild shit. Yo, you a wild boy. Yo, this is really getting on my nerves. Is there any way I can mute this shit? Hold on. There gotta be a way to mute this shit. All right. I should be good. All right. Yeah. I had to hide the alerts on that. That shit was really annoying. But you need to check. Oh wow. Yeah, I've actually heard of channels going through those type situations, but when I check my subscriber count, it'll be like one person will be unsubscribed to me and then all of a sudden they subscribe back to me. I haven't noticed any real losses in terms of subscriber count, but I appreciate that though. But I've heard of that before, that you're not the first person to tell me that. You feel me? But yeah. If y'all going through these same type of problems, just let me know. You feel me? Just subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification, bro. That's the best thing I could say. I can't control what these dudes be doing on YouTube. And for what I heard, yeah, I mean, I got some people that's attempting to try to get my channel taken down because of difference of opinions. You feel me? So I don't know, man. But we got 23 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. Let's get the algorithm on the up. It is very much appreciated. My boy Old Skills in the building, man. Yo, listen, this is one of the best amateur guys that I have in my boxing gym right now. We call him Old Skills. He about 36 years old, got a mean record. You know what I'm saying? 4-1. You know what I mean? That one loss, he ain't really lose that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But 4-1 with two knockouts, bro. Got fight of the night 2 times, sensational knockouts. You feel what I'm saying, man? Check out that boy old skills. He even did some backyard boxing. You feel what I mean? So anybody that knows skills and he coached, you know what I mean? He the truth. You feel what I mean? He the truth. Do you watch Pro Box TV on YouTube? Had some pretty good fights tonight. No, I actually don't. I actually never really got into it. I had heard of them, you know what I mean? But I don't know exactly what they be getting into. Is Pro Boxing TV the shit with Paulie Malignaggi? Is that the one you referring to? But yeah, old skills is the truth, bro. So y'all check out. His name is Efrain Rosario. I'm sorry for putting your government out there, but you know what I mean, if you in the boxing game, people gotta know your first and your last name. That man is serious. I'm gonna try to get that man in the Golden Gloves. You feel what I mean? And see what we could do from there. Um, we gonna try to take that shit over. You know what I'm saying? Because we get through this and we stomp this and we walk through the states. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go over to Detroit, Michigan, and try to get that national title. You know what I mean? Go up against the best fighters in the country and see how we hold up. You feel what I'm saying? Be with all the dumb shit. You feel me? But let's get into the statements. I'm gonna stop sharing that shit that's on Instagram. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know exactly what type time Teofimo on with Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I mean? I don't know what type time you on because when Rolly said something about Oscar, he was like, you ain't about to be talking about my Oscar. Oh, check out this sparring session when I whooped your ass 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He was over here running to that boy, running to Oscar De La Hoya aid and shit. You ain't gonna disrespect my Oscar like that, not my legend. Uh. See a female out here, you know what I mean, caping for Oscar and shit. All of a sudden, he walking into his crib with 2 duffel bags full of drawers and spoons. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? That's the type time Teofimo be on. You feel me? I don't know what type time Teofimo be on, man. He disrespected his own mans to defend out De La Hoya. So, I don't know. Oscar must mean a whole lot to him. Does mean a whole lot to him. I don't know. But let's get into Ryan Garcia's statements. You know what I mean? Somebody who's actually signed with Oscar De La Hoya, which is not a good look at all. You know what I mean? Both of them look bad in actuality. You know what I mean? If you're a promoter and you beefing with your fighter, it make you look bad. If you a fighter beefing with your promoter, make you look messy too. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into the statement that Ryan Garcia said. You feel what I mean? And this is an article from Boxing Scene, man. Shout out to Boxing Scene for keeping me informed of what's going on in the boxing world. Slime said all his spoons blue. That's fucking wild. And all his spoons come with a lighter too. If you know, you know. But anyway, the headline says Ryan Garcia saying De La Hoya is becoming his truest self, goofy, crazy. Mayweather is as real as it comes. Now, you know who's not real? Ryan Garcia. You know why? Because I remember at one particular time when Ryan Garcia was going out of his way to try to shit on Floyd Mayweather to big up Manny Pacquiao. You feel what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into Manny Pacquiao too. I also seen an article saying that he was willing to unretire for Gervonta Davis. I think it was Ryan Garcia as well. You feel what I mean? I'm like, yo, bro, Manny must need some money, man. There's no reason why you coming out of retirement to try to cash out, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But to be honest, hold on. It says to be honest, this ain't right. Ryan didn't say it like that. Did he? He didn't. All right. Well, let's read the quote then. Let's read the quote then, and then we just decipher it from there. So it says Ryan Garcia took the time to compare Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the most diplomatic way possible. Okay, so they said the most diplomatic way possible. So maybe you're right. Garcia, the junior welterweight star from Victorville, California, has had a bumpy few weeks stemming from a long-standing ongoing feud with his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya. Garcia suggested he was misled to believe he will be fighting Romero while not explicitly mentioning De La Hoya, who, in social media posts, denied that talks with Romero were ever serious. So this is Ryan Garcia, like I said, not taking accountability. You know what I mean? Just throwing his team under the bus because he got caught in the lie. You know what I mean? Oscar De La Hoya said that the talks with Rolly Romero weren't even that serious. It never even got that serious because you know what I mean they didn't even get past the offer stage. You know what I'm saying? De La Hoya also warned Mayweather to back off from meddling in the promotional affairs of Garcia, telling TBE to fuck off. That's actually pretty funny. In a recent interview, Garcia defended his friendship with Mayweather, saying he loves and looks up to the Hall of Fame fighter. This is my problem with Oscar, Garcia told Patrick Ben David on the PBD podcast. Stop going to the media and bashing Floyd. There's no reason. Now, when Ryan Garcia is saying this, uh, when he's saying this, is like, first of all, that's not your business. You know what I mean? Like that's between two other men. You know what I mean? They have a rivalry that has been going on longer than you've been professional. You know what I'm saying? You probably was a baby back when they was beefing before they fight. You feel what I mean? So with that being said, it's like, why are you coming to Floyd Mayweather's defense? When has he ever defended you? In actuality, he helped Gervonta Davis defeat you. You see what I'm saying? Um, he literally manipulated you to step away from the Devin Haney fight so he could cash out on you again with Rolly Romero, who's another Mayweather fighter. You feel what I mean? But you're so easy to manipulate. You're so easy to be you're so easy to control that all it takes is Floyd. All it takes for Floyd to do is to chill with you in Vegas and go jogging with you down a fucking empty street. You see what I'm saying? That's all that he really needs to do to really have you defending him over your promoter who built you from the bottom all the way to the top and helped you become the star that you are today. Or not the star. I'm not even gonna call him a star, but the well-known fighter that he is today, the popular fighter that he is today. I just don't understand it. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Chris, man. You have a good night. Ryan Garcia is as fake as Earl Spence's teeth. That's wow. That's a crazy shot. On the podcast, it was worded totally different. I watched the podcast and he said he didn't want to offend anyone. Well, you could say one thing, but that doesn't necessarily like that's like when somebody say, "Yo, no offense, but I think you a bitch." It's like, "Oh, what the fuck? What you mean, no offense?" Like that. Just because that's your intent doesn't mean that what you say it just you get a pass to say whatever. You know what I mean? Just based off of this, the things that he's saying right here is like it looks like you coming into Floyd Mayweather's defense. You know what I mean? You telling him there's no reason for him to be reacting this way, which isn't true. They've been beefing for literally well over a decade. You see what I mean? Floyd has said some disrespectful shit about Oscar. Oscar has said some disrespectful shit about Floyd in the past. They don't like each other. So when you say that stop bashing Floyd, there's no reason. There is a reason. And that reason really ain't your fucking business for you to be speaking on any fucking way. You feel me? That's between two other men. If it don't involve you, stay up out of it. You feel what I mean? AKA just mind your business. It's so simple. He went into that. He said Floyd told him to get a belt before Dev to force a bigger unification fight. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. I know this already. I said this on my channel way before Ryan Garcia even knew. I already knew what Floyd Mayweather's intentions was with chilling with Ryan Garcia. And it was to remove him from the Devin Haney fight because Floyd Mayweather is one of Devin Haney's biggest haters. And it's sad because Devin Haney, he moved to Nevada real young. You know what I mean? He trained around Floyd, was working with Floyd Sr. and things of that nature. Uh, so ultimately he looked up to Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? He trained with the Mayweathers. He was in that deep with them guys. You feel what I mean? They come to the table, they're about to turn pro or whatever. Mayweather wanted to lock in a deal with him, but he decided that he wanted to be a free agent, just like Floyd Mayweather was when he left Top Rank. You would think that Mayweather would respect that route because he took that same route himself when he bought himself out of that Top Rank deal. But what he became was bitter because Devin Haney found a way to do it without Floyd. Floyd is one of them dudes who He wants you to do well, but he doesn't want you to do better than him. And he wants to have some sort of control over you so he could get credit for what you've done at the end of the day. Everything that Floyd does is ego driven. Floyd needs credit at all times. He needs to be involved in all the biggest shit happening to make himself feel good. You feel what I'm saying? Floyd can't even do he can't even promote a fight without talking about himself and his own accolades. Very egotistical dude that still wants to be the man in his mid 40s. You know what I'm saying? Might be late 40s by now. How old is Floyd? Like 46, 47? How old is Floyd? Floyd Mayweather age. That man is 46 years old. 46 years old and still craving the limelight and still wanting to feel like he's the man and things of that nature. But um, yeah, man. So I don't know. Like I don't think Floyd really suggested that to Ryan Garcia in order to give him a bigger, better fight. I think he honestly did that for one because he will make money off of it at the end of the day because Rolly Romero is a Mayweather fighter. He's a TMT fighter. And then two, he don't want to see Devin Haney do some historic shit. He don't want to see Devin Haney do well. You know what I mean? You could tell that he's bitter towards Devin Haney because at one point in time he was like, yeah, like I'm paraphrasing, obviously. I don't remember what he said word for word, but he was like, oh, yeah, like if Dev would have signed with me, he would have been in Tank's position right now fighting Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So he was saying that, like, you know what I mean, if you was with me, you be in a more like lucrative situation. Then he threw a shot at him when he was with Ryan Garcia. He was like, yeah, like you can have all the belts and you can make 10 million, or you could just have one belt and make 100 million. The belts just collect dust at the end of the day. So just completely shitting on Devin Haney and his accolades. You know what I mean? What he's accomplished in the sport. Because at the end of the day, Floyd is an all-time great. You know what I mean? Devin has a long way to go before he reaches a status of Floyd Mayweather. But Devin Haney did something that Floyd Mayweather never did, and that was unify the entire division, become undisputed in one division. Floyd was unified in two divisions simultaneously, but he was never undisputed. You feel what I'm saying? He got close after the Pacquiao fight. He had 3 out of the 4 belts. You feel me? But almost doesn't count. You feel me? So that's what I honestly think. I just think Floyd a hater. You know what I mean? I literally would have people in my comment section talking about how can Floyd hate on Devin? He has a lot more money than Devin, as if money, you having a certain amount of money just disqualifies you from being a hater. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I know people that was doing way better than me financially that hated my guts for some reason. And the truth, the reason never really came out, but it was apparent that they had something against me. You know what I'm saying? Like something about me really bothered them. And they didn't even know me personally. And these dudes I'm talking about in boxing, was millionaires. You feel what I'm saying? Literally had something against me. You feel me? So just because you doing well financially doesn't mean that it's impossible for you to hate on somebody. You know what I mean? Floyd has hated on several fighters. You see what I mean? Anybody that he feels is on like a trajectory to do some all-time great things, he wants to get in the way of, or you know what I mean, he wants to try to belittle them, or and shit like that. When Canelo was doing good and he was running up all these wins and became like a 4 division world champion, Floyd Mayweather was coming out and bringing up the steroid allegations out of nowhere, and then just talk about how easy Canelo was. Like, bro, why are you talking about how easy Canelo was, bro? It's like, all right, you beat him. We know you beat him. Let that man continue his career. You feel what I'm saying? Why you feel like you got to come out and belittle this man because you want attention? You feel what I'm saying? I don't even defend Canelo all like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, why you coming out here talking about how easy Canelo was? Like, all right, you beat him. You beat him. Clearly, you dominated the man. But why are you trying to do that? Because you still want people to acknowledge that you're the man. Why is Floyd Mayweather in his mid 40s talking about, I'm still the biggest name in combat sports? No, no. The problem is you still want to be the biggest name in combat sports. You still want to be relevant. This is exactly why you still doing exhibitions. This is why you doing exhibitions, because you don't want to put your record on the line being in your mid 40s, but you still want to get that attention and being known as like a good boxer. You love the attention that come with fights, bro. You know what I mean? You more addicted to the attention than you ever was about uh money. You know what I mean? Like you like the money, don't get it wrong, but what really keeps you drawn into boxing is the attention, because you have hundreds of millions of dollars and you're still doing exhibitions. Why? Because you know what I'm saying? It's an addiction, bro. The attention that you receive, the spotlight being on you, it's an addiction. It's hard to walk away from. This is why Roy Jones still boxing to this day. It might be some financial issues as well, but this is like they can't. It's hard for them to let go. It's hard for them to let go. Malik says he's living a second childhood. That's a fact, because Floyd didn't. If you follow Floyd like how I follow Floyd coming up, he didn't have much of a childhood. You see what I'm saying? His dad always had him in the gym. He never really allowed Floyd to be a kid. You see what I mean? So it makes sense that he's in now that he has the liberty to do whatever the fuck he want and move however the fuck he want, and literally has um, all the money needed to live a comfortable life. Of course, he's just, I mean, he moving like a kid out here. Floyd's an attention princess. That's a fact. Floyd will melt if you don't mention his name when you say legacy around him. That's a fact. Floyd, one of them type dudes, bro. Like it's crazy. Like I literally saw a press conference this man had, and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't think I'll be coming on here talking." You know what I mean? But I'm like, Floyd, you're the promoter. You're literally the promoter. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? You didn't think you would have to do this. Like, bro, promote your fucking fighters, bro. This is called Mayweather Promotions. You are the face of this promotional company. You have fighters. Why don't you use the power and influence that you have to make your fighters bigger names? Yo, Floyd could easily be the best promoter in boxing, bro. With all the influence he got, you saw how easy it was to manipulate Ryan. Imagine what he could do with all these other up and coming dudes. Ryan Garcia is already successful. He's already a millionaire. He's already making top tier paydays. And Floyd has that type of influence on him. Imagine the up and coming broke dude that's looking to make a name. How much of an influence Floyd could have on that man? Somebody who's hungry to be successful or hasn't experienced true success yet. Like Floyd could really have the best stable in boxing. He could have the best promotional company in boxing, but his ego will not allow him to promote a fighter before himself. He has to mention how great he is before he bigs up anybody. You had a press conference supposed to promote a fight, and then you're over here talking about, and then within a couple sentences, now you back to talking about your accolades and what you done and what you did during your time and how many world champions you beat and how much money you got. Bro, Floyd, nobody gives a fuck. Talk about the fighters who are actually fighting now. Everything you said, bro, we've been watching you for over 2 decades. We know mostly everything there is to know about you. We know about all your accolades, how many Hall of Famers you beat, bro. You don't need to show everybody. You don't need to tell everybody every time a camera's in your face how great you are, because in actuality, if you're as great as you claim to be, or if you really feel like you're the greatest ever, then just let the people say it. You know what I'm saying? Let the people say it. You ain't gotta say nothing. You know what I mean? Let your accolades speak for you. But Ryan Garcia goes on to say, I look up to Floyd a lot. I really do love him. That's why I went out on a limb to defend him online when I really didn't have to, because I genuinely know he has a big heart, huge heart, authentic, huge heart. Does he like money? Yes. But he also loves blessing people. He tries his best. Me and Floyd have gotten close, and I really value that relationship. He really just called me. He actually just called me. He just FaceTimed me. Oscar is getting to the point where he's becoming his truest self, goofy, crazy, and whatever he wants to be, and just kind of living in truth. Floyd has always been living in truth. He's as real as it comes. That's the difference. So what he's pretty much saying there is like Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I mean? He got like the sculpted abs that he done got surgery on, and you know what I mean. Like I seen him wearing like a fishnet outfit the one time. So you out here wild and doing some kinky shit. So he's saying that Oscar De La Hoya is essentially coming out and showing exactly who he is. Like he's not afraid of expressing himself no more because at one particular time, Oscar De La Hoya had an image to obtain. He was the golden boy. He had to live on as clean of a lifestyle as possible. He had an image to sell, and he had to do it by any means necessary. Now that ended up all crumbling with the pictures that had been leaked. You know what I mean? But um, he was fake in that moment, I guess is what he's trying to say. You feel what I'm saying? So right now, you know what I mean? He's like pretty much exposing who he really is, and he don't really give a fuck about what anybody gotta say. What typically happens the older you get, the less you care about people's perception of you. You know what I'm saying? So I see what he's saying right there. And he said Floyd has always been himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he never had a front to be somebody that he wasn't. You know what I mean? But Floyd has always stood consistently. He's been consistent throughout his entire career. Like he's always essentially stood the same person. So I understand what Ryan Garcia is saying there, but that's still a shot at Oscar De La Hoya nonetheless, regardless of the tone that he had or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um, because he said Oscar's getting to the point where he's becoming his truest self, goofy, crazy, and whatever he wants to be, and just kind of living in his truth. Floyd has always lived in the truth. He's as real as it comes. So when he's saying that, he's saying that there was a point in time where Oscar wasn't living in his truth. So if you're not living in your truth, then you're being fake. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's saying. He goes on to say one's like in your face and the other one is moving in silence and destroying everything from the top. Floyd works in shadows. He's in behind the scenes more than you think in this boxing game. Okay, I see what he's saying. So this is even more disrespect. You know what I'm saying? This is even more disrespect. He's saying like Oscar's the one that's like in your face, constantly like showing himself, moving in silence and destroying everything from the top. So he's pretty much saying that he's detrimental to his own promotional company. Is that what he's saying? That he's purposely wrecking things over at Golden Boy Promotions. That he said like Floyd is behind the scenes making shit happen. That he is really making shit work behind the scenes. Now I got a question for this. If Floyd is this dude that's just working in the shadows and behind the scenes and all that shit, why didn't his wish of Rolly fighting Ryan Garcia actually happen? If Floyd is this big fucking uh big key behind the scenes is actually making these fights happen, and he got so much power and he's working in the shadows, really putting in work behind the scenes. How come when Floyd wanted not the Devin, the Ryan Garcia and Rolly fight to happen, why was it blocked? And then Rolly went on to fight Pitbull Cruz because Mayweather he might have stakes in PBC or whatever, but he does not have the ultimate say at PBC. I know that he and things like, oh, me and Al Heyman are one. If you're disrespecting Al, you're disrespecting me because we like pretty much insinuating that he runs PBC with Al. You feel what I mean? Which is absolute bullshit. You know what I mean? Al don't listen to nobody but Al. You know what I mean? He the one who makes the choices at the end of the day. He the one who makes the fights. He's the one who conducts the business behind the scenes. And Al Heyman is the reason why Floyd Mayweather is set up financially for life how he is. Al Heyman is the one who conducted all them business moves. Floyd was never educated on business. You know what I'm saying? Floyd was never educated on business. He didn't even go to school for real. He couldn't tell you the first thing about business. Al Heyman is the one that advised him and put him on game and set him up for where he wouldn't have to box anymore. You know what I mean? And be set and have generational wealth. You feel what I mean? So and that's something that B Hop said on the Breakfast Club at one point. Like Floyd, he not in charge. He not the reason for all the business moves he done been making. Al did that, and there's some truth to that. You feel what I mean? But regardless, Floyd is a successful man. He just can't seem to give anybody credit without including himself. You know what I mean? Like he'll give you credit. He'll be like, "Oh, hell of a fighter," but I became world champion in less than a year. I became world champion in less than a year and just like all this stupid shit, bro. But I'm gonna pretty much wrap this up, man. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's all I really gotta speak on for today, man. Today was a pretty slow day, in all honesty, to talk about boxing. You know what I mean? I hope you guys enjoyed this live. We got 19 people in the building. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. Let's get that algorithm on the up so we can show up on these home pages. Get the boxing world aware of Mazuma TV, the nation, the mob. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that came on and left a comment. Shout out to my boy Slime, Oscar De La Coca, Mima. I said Mima, bro. I'm tired as fuck. Mimi, Malik, Karma. Shout out to Karma. You gotta come on the channel, man. You just be trying to go live on your channel. What's up? I went on your channel. You gotta come on mine. This boy TR talking about I came to press you. What's good? Nigga, you ain't pressing shit, nigga. You better press that motherfucking like button and get on my face, nigga. That's what you need to do. Before I press this motherfucking block button. Watch who you talking to, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Anyway, shout out to Malik. Shout out to everybody that was in the building, man. It's very much appreciated. You feel what I mean? My boy Sharon, J Cash, everybody that was on here, man, it was very much appreciated. I just said that like 4 times in a row. That's how you know I'm not thinking clearly at this particular time, but it's all good. You feel what I mean? He said that's a 24. Damn. Hit that boy with a 24. Yeah, real talk came to talk his shit, bro. That shit not working over here no more. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody that was in the building. I hope y'all have a blessed, safe night. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go take my ass to bed, get ready for work. You know what I mean? And get this last day of work out of the way. You know what I mean? So I can just kick it this weekend. Yo, one thing I also want to mention, man, if you are in the Philly, Delaware, Jersey area, you want to check out some good competitive amateur boxing, man, look no further, man. Stop by Pivot Boxing Academy at 6 p.m. Pivot Boxing Academy, PIVOTTBOXINGACADEMY. Pivot Boxing Academy, y'all come through, man. Y'all grab y'all general admission ticket, only $30 to see 15 competitive amateur bouts, man. We got some of the best amateur fights in the area. Each event that we've ever had so far, which I believe we had over 8 so far, have all been sellouts, man. And we've had some phenomenal fights on these cards as well. And this is if you want to see the fight live, in person. You know what I mean? If you actually want to check out these clips, you want to see me go into getting my coaching bag, you want to see the other aspect of what I got going on outside of YouTube, man, check out the live stream that'll be available tomorrow. If you want to see the fights, it's going to be free on YouTube on Los Duros TV. LOSDUROS TV. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're going to be live streaming the amateur show. I hope y'all guys tune in and see my guys put in some work. You know what I mean? We've been working real hard. And regardless of the outcome of what happens tomorrow, you know what I mean, we just gonna keep it going. You know what I mean? And just continue pushing forward and perfecting our crafts, man. So check out that amateur show, man. Get you a ticket or come watch it live on Los Dudos TV if you're not in the area. But until then, man, shout out to the nation, shout out to the mob. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.